Well, greetings one, greetings all. I'm in my garage today. I've banished to the garage. And I thought I'd start with a nice little photo of an alien that comes to visit us. Actually, it's not. It's just on my wall. What am I talking about today? Well, I'm talking about somebody who actually believes in the existence of UFOs and possibly alien intelligence. And he's in awful trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. He is a hacker. His name is Gary McKinnon. It's quite a well-known case. What's happened is he was in his girlfriend's aunt's house and he decided to hack into the Pentagon, NASA, other USA departments of defense to establish proof that UFOs had visited Earth. He truly believed that, and he went into their systems. Now the US have complained and tracked him down, knocked on his door in some small village somewhere in Britain a number of years ago, 2003 I think it was, and the year now is 2008, and after 5 years he is to be extradited from the UK to the US to stand trial for terrorism, basically, under some sort of act. He can be sentenced to 70 or 80 years in prison, depending on which newspapers you read. Okay, what he's done is well, to begin with, he's a nerd, isn't he? He's a computer nerd. He is a hacker. He admits to hacking. That's admitted, and no one really has a problem with him standing accused of that in a court of law. But which court of law? Which court of law? Well, the offence was committed in the UK, and therefore the argument is that he should stand trial in the UK, not in the US. I mean, the US, what they're basically doing is they're coming in, they've tracked him down to the UK, they've come into the UK, as they could in any country, Iraq, Afghanistan, UK, it's all the same to them, and they want to whisk him away to stand trial in the US and sentence him to 70 to 80 years in prison for what his crime is. Okay, what's my take on it? Well, he basically admits what he's done, but that's the sticking point. He says he should stand trial in the UK, and I believe that. And you know, if he stands trial here in the UK, he's going to get maximum, I would have thought, you know, a couple of years suspended. That's not good enough for the USA, though, is it? For the USA government, who say that his hacking has cost them, and their security bill, if you like, is something like $7 million because of what he's done. They've had to change out all the protocols and everything to protect themselves against what he's done. A man in a bedroom in his girlfriend's aunt's house. Bizarre. Totally bizarre. Some would say he was doing them a favour. Anyway, leaving aside the details of what he's done, do you think it's right that that another country, as another power, can come into our country and just whisk a guy away? I mean, he's not been found guilty of anything yet. There's no evidence that he's done it. It's only what they present, and of course, because of the secrecy aspects, they're not really presenting any evidence to begin with. They just say, well, it is him. He's done it, and he must stand trial, and he must go to jail for 80 years. Why? He's not a danger to anyone. Yes, he's a hacker, and you know, he's a nerd, isn't he? And maybe, you know, he got excited about the UFO agenda, and maybe if they were up front with him anyway, or up front with us all anyway, there wouldn't be any need for the likes of you and me and him to hack in to these things. And not that I'm a hacker, to seek for proof of UFOs. We know UFOs are all over the place. We know that. So it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it, to say, well, we'll whisk him away to Guantanamo Bay, we'll keep him there. I mean, they could have done that. Unless he'd made such a noise, he could have ended up in Guantanamo Bay, sat there in the orange suit for a number of years, awaiting a trial that would never come. He's done the best thing, of course, as he's got himself a decent lawyer, he's got a great family, he's got some fantastic friends, and they have fought for him all the way from the magistrates' courts, all the courts that he's gone to, all the way up to European Court of Human Rights. He says it's human rights is being abused by another power coming in and just whisking him away. Quite right, and obvious, isn't it? But the European Courts of Human Rights, the EU court in other words, have said, well, yeah, you can go over to America, chummy, off you go. If he was French, I don't think that would happen to you. I don't think so. If he was Italian, if he was German, I don't think it would happen. But he's British. And are we a satellite of the USA? I think we may be. I really do. Anyway, I wanted to just comment about that, and I wanted to wish Gary, I don't suppose he will ever see this, but of any of his friends or any of his supporters, you know, people are fed up of what is happening to this country. We're meant to be a sovereign power. We're meant to be in control of our own borders. We don't like other countries coming in here and whisking away our citizens. We don't like it. Google Gary McKinnon and, you know, show your support for him. He's got a website which is Free Gary. Have a look at that and make as much noise. It's our freedom after all. We've got a right, haven't we, to be tried at least for crimes we commit in our country. Absolutely amazing and absolutely infuriating. Okay, well that's it for now, and well, I'm going to see if there's any UFOs out there. I won't be hacking though. No way, I don't need to do that. All I need to do is go to the top of the hill. They're all over the place, especially at night. Bye for now.